superhero on that run.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. They'll roll him out right. And complete right side to Cook. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. To the air, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
What happened? How did you lose to the Detroit Lions?
At the start of a game, has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turn the ball over. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers, but you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces, so that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it, so that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Play action. It's gone. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
3rd and 2, Goff. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach,
he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Naheem Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're pretty early in this contest with one interception already thrown. When that ball was tipped in the air, I think he had to be wondering, could this be a second one, and was already battling in his mind how to handle it. Fortunately, that ball fell incomplete, and now he gets a chance to atone for what could have been a big error.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion left now is Beasley. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he's going to get this down near the 25.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll try the air now with Goff. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff connecting with DJ Chark. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to big.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing now is Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Allen now looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 97 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Bills. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Goff. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing finger.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. From the 31, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On first down, it's gone. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being over?
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd down and goal. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions extend their lead yet again. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. We go from Denver. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To throw again is Wilson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down. Now make that a second sack here, their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the freedom up the lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, they still gave him 3 points.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They go play action now. Stidham. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now it's Stidham. This is White on the screen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Here's Stidham to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On first down, Stidham. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, Stidham. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The slot man in motion right. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Here's Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Murray. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's Stidham. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the gun, it's Stidham. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground, brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is brought in at the 21. A solid stiff arm. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he stopped immediately there. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Stidham from the shotgun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling it. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Wilson now off the bootleg. They still can't get it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Denzel Perryman with a sack. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, try to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
They were good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On second and goal, Wilson. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On third and goal, Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Latavius Murray from 8 yards out. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they had 2 more out of their lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down, they'll run with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now Stidham. The open man here, Renfro. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Here we go, Stidham on fourth down. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Stidham. He's got White here. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Stidham. Catch made, it's Moreau. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Stidham. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Stidham. And he'll just get rid of it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to...
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Wilson. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Wilson to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle, Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing now is Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now Stidham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Stidham to throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going. I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Stidham going for it on fourth. Gets this to Waller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stidham. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get away there. Third down, the pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. Wilson wants to throw it. This will be caught. Judy. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did